Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to talk about realignment. Size 11, sponsored by Size 11. All right, so these are the schools. These are must schools that the Big 12 should add out of the ACC. Communication should start now if it hadn't already, but these are the schools. It's a must that the Big 12 add Pitt. Pitt must come to the Big 12. And if it's out of Virginia Tech and Pitt would be a good addition, especially if the SEC gets Virginia or the Big Ten. If the Big Ten gets Virginia, I don't think I don't think that Virginia Tech should be something that that the Big 12 should get, because you're sharing the Virginia market, and while it's not bad, it's best to have both Virginia schools if you're going to get into the Virginia market. To have one, not so good. So Pitt is a must. Another school that is, I think, should be high on the radar of the Big 12 is Miami. And the reason for Miami is because Miami still needs some things that it has to do to be right, period. They haven't won in a long time. And the Big 12 is a patient conference. But the good thing that's going for Miami is that the brand, that's it, just the brand part of things. But they have a lot of work to do in their athletics, basketball and football. So Miami would be a good addition that can add value to the Big 12, but at the same time, when it becomes great again, it can actually elevate the whole conference. So I think Miami would be a good addition. And I do believe that Miami should take their athletics serious and invest money in building their own football stadium. But Miami is another program, another institute, program, school that the Big 12 should be on their radar. And not to mention, they would be good because they're in the state of Florida with UCF, and they would make good rivals there or in-state gameplay. So yes, so Miami should be on the Big 12's radar. Now, I keep hearing about Louisville. Louisville is kind of like, okay, you get Louisville because they would be like in the same situation as Miami. They haven't been doing things in athletics recently, and they would have a lot of rebuilding going on there with their athletics, football and basketball. But in due time, I think they can elevate. I just think that the Big 12 is so leveled in their sports that if Louisville cannot produce now, they would be like a bottom feeder as they are right now, like second hand in the ACC. So I don't know if the timing is right on Louisville. The only plus that I would say for Louisville is that you get the Louisville market, there. And the other team that I believe is important. Now, we're talking about brands. Brands are important, but you want to watch it because it could be an empty brand. Now, you've been hearing about, we talked about Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, right? I believe Georgia Tech is another program that should be on the Big 12 radar, okay? Because they are a good football program, or have the potential to be a good football program. They are in the proximity of UCF, and that's another thing to mention. You want to have some regionality when you're adding schools. So they check the box with regionality with UCF and Miami. So Miami, Georgia Tech, Pitt, in Louisville. Now, Duke, we know would be basketball only. I'm not sure if that would be a good thing, but it wouldn't be a bad addition if Duke was added. If the Big 12 can get 6 schools in, Duke should be on that list. Louisville should be on that list. So let's just look at the full 6 schools that the Big 12 should be on the list of additions. If they can get 6, we got Miami, we got Georgia Tech, Pitt, Louisville, Duke, and what's the other school? Miami, Louisville, Duke, Pitt, Georgia Tech, and I mean Virginia Tech is on that list, but barely. But there you have it. Both Techs, Virginia and Georgia Tech, Louisville, Miami, Duke, and Duke, Miami, Louisville, Georgia Tech, Pitt, and yes, Miami. So those are 6 schools, period. Now, we know that Clemson, Florida State, Virginia potentially, North Carolina, these schools are on the Big 10 and the SEC radar. And I can easily see 10 teams moving in this next round of realignment out of the ACC. 10 total teams. Some people say 4, whatever. It's going to be a movement of up to 10 teams, which is more than half of the conference, leaving the Boston College, Syracuse, Wake Forest, the 2 California or the 2 Pac-12 schools, the Stanford and Cal and SMU. Now, those schools may stay together and bring up schools from the group of 5, or you may even see the 2 Pac-12 schools go back and reunite with the other 2 Pac-12 schools, Oregon State and Washington State, and they may do something over there. SMU would end up inheriting the new ACC. The name may still stay around. There may be some backfilling, but as far as realignment, those 10 schools are targets for the next round of realignment. Once again, thank y'all for watching. Global News, size 11. And yeah, we'll be back with you with another video. Don't forget to go to size-11.com, size-11.com, and go get your merchandise on the website, size 11. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time, have a great day.